Twitter warriors are absolutely coming after Marques Brownlee right now for his latest video titled "The Worst Product I've Ever Reviewed for Now." And this video features a product called the Humane AI Pin, which is kind of like an Apple Watch that magnetically attaches to your t-shirt. And after the video came out, it left a lot of people with a bad taste in their mouth because they're accusing Marques of single-handedly taking down this company and destroying their reputation. And I think even more than that, though, it just left a lot of people really confused. And because I am a full-time product reviewer myself in the technology industry, and I don't happen to know Marques, I don't know the company at all, I have no ties, I'm third party, I thought I could share some valuable insight on this topic to maybe clear up a little bit of the confusion. And if you guys are new and love technology, it would mean the world to me if you hit the subscribe button as I inch my way towards 1 million subscribers. So first and foremost, 5 days ago, you can see Marques is in his testing phase, and he posts this tweet right here, and he says, "I have many thoughts." This is already the first baseline that we're going to be getting a negative review. I know if I read that 5 days ago, I would have thought in my head, oh boy, this is not going to be a happy review coming up just based off that tone alone. So 4 days after Marques makes this mysterious tweet, we see the video go live on YouTube. And I got to tell you guys from personal experience, I am scrolling through YouTube for business purposes. I'm not even trying to watch a video right now. But when I saw Marques Brownlee, one of the most influential product reviewers in the world right now, say this was the worst product he's ever reviewed, I had to stop what I was doing, drop everything to watch. And I think that is what was so jarring for a lot of people, is they saw Marques say that, and that's pretty definitive right there. So just 24 hours after the video is uploaded, we get this bombshell of a tweet from a guy named Daniel Vassallo. And I really believe that this tweet is what caused the major chain reaction that widespread the virality of this situation. So here's what it says. "I find it distasteful, almost unethical to say when you have 18 million subscribers. Hard to explain why, but with great reach comes great responsibility. Potentially killing someone else's nascent project reeks of carelessness. First, do not harm." And obviously he has a link, or more so a picture of the Marques Brownlee YouTube video. Now, reviewers like myself do get a lot of backlash and comments, many times people disagreeing with us. This one is interesting because Marques actually took time out of his day to not only read it, acknowledge it, but then reply. And here's what Marques had to say underneath. "We disagree on what my job is." So then Daniel replies, "Why don't you use the same sensational title on X?" Now, the interesting part about this storyline is that Marques decided to do a different title on Twitter than he did on YouTube. Because on YouTube, he said it was the worst product he'd ever reviewed. On Twitter, the title was "Humane Pin Review, a Victim of Its Future Ambition." Now, this is obviously much softer and less decisive, less definitive than "the worst product I've ever reviewed." So this, again, built up a lot of confusion. All right, so let's just break down this tweet for a second, since this is kind of the epicenter of the explosion. So it says, "I find it distasteful, almost unethical to say when you have 18 million subscribers." Now, here's the thing. When it comes to honesty and the truth, it doesn't matter if you have 1 subscriber or you're Mr. Beast and you have 250,000 subscribers. You should always be honest, especially in the field that Marques and I are both in. Our first responsibility is always going to be to our audience, to our viewers. Imagine if he just kind of said, you know, like, it's pretty cool, but at the same time, just not really for me, it's not there yet. A lot of people would have went out and spent $700 on a product that isn't very good. Then you're just going to lose trust in him because he's not being fully honest about it. People are going to say he's biased. They're going to say that he's being paid to be nice about the product. Now he's going to get backlash in a whole nother reason, a complete 180. And here's the thing, Marques is not the only one that said he didn't like the product. In fact, he's not even the first one to say he didn't like the product. His review came out after a couple other people already said that they didn't like the product. Now, devil's advocate here. I know me personally, I always like to be positive. And if a company sends me something and I test it out for a few weeks and I don't like it, I don't post a video. Like, if you guys go through my page, if you go through my channel, I don't have like negative, "Oh, don't buy this. I don't want to buy this because of A." Like, I don't like doing negative stuff. And I might be wrong on this, to be honest with you guys, to be quite frank, I might be wrong on this. And I'm not doing it to protect companies necessarily. I'm just doing it because I don't want to spread any negativity in the world because everybody's so negative nowadays. And for what it's worth, I watched Marques's video and it didn't leave me not wanting the product. In fact, quite the opposite. I wasn't even aware of the product's existence before he uploaded that video. And guess what? Afterwards, no matter what he had to say, I actually wanted to go out, spend $700 and buy one myself. I'm an early adopter of technology, as are a lot of his viewers, a lot of my viewers. And people like me understand that the first iteration of a product, especially if it's first of its kind, like this product is not going to be perfect. It's going to be riddled with problems. The software is going to be a little bit glitchy. It's not going to be very good. And there's going to be a lot of hardware and software improvements that come later on to make it so much better. And if we have the feedback of someone as knowledgeable as Marques on it, not only the company, but other companies that make a product similar are going to take that feedback and make an amazing end result. And that's how we end up with amazing technology like the latest generations of the iPhones. People always complain and say, oh, the newest Samsung phones, the newest iPhones, they don't change much. Why? Because they have been refined so many times and they are so dang good now because of early criticism. There have been so many criticisms. And one last thing I want to say on this topic: since when do we watch one man's video? As influential as Marques is, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to watch one person's video and then let him make my decision for me. Heck no. I'm going to go watch Lou from Unbox Therapy, iJustine, Mr. Who's the Boss, Linus Tech Tips, maybe Out of the Box. I don't know. Maybe not. Regardless, I'm going to watch all of them. I'm going to take all the information in, and then I'm going to make an informed decision myself. And the best part about this video, I just found out that Sam, a representative that works at Humane, actually sent out a tweet replying to Marques's criticisms. Here's what he had to say. An honest, solid review, Marques. All fair and valid critiques, both good and the bad. Feedback is a gift. We reflect and we listen and we learn and we continue building. What a class act. Sam is a great representation of how to take some critiques and some criticism and grow and learn. And I can almost guarantee, just based on that reply alone, if that is any indication of how Humane operates as a company, they're going to come out with a 2.0 version. They're going to send it to Marques, and I can almost guarantee that that review is going to have a much different tone than the first one. So look, bottom line, I hope this clears up some of the confusion and my feedback was at least entertaining or useful to most of you guys. As someone who does what Marques does for a living as well, just wanted to share some insight on a very confusing situation. Oh yeah, and before I end the video, I'm actually making a upcoming video where I rate my subscribers' gaming setups. So if you're a gamer, whether you have a PC, a console, a handheld, a cell phone, I don't care. I want to see the good, the bad, the ugly. Go ahead and join up on my Box Squad Discord. I will leave the link in the description. Send over your best picture or video clip of your gaming setup, and I just might feature you in my video, give you a shout out, and rate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and guys, go check out one of these two videos next. That way you can show my channel some love. Appreciate it.